We have along with us Mr. Mrityunjoy Kumar Singh, who is a creative personality and has contributed a lot in the society. We'll hear from him about the topic that he's solely going to speak about today, which is words in rhythm, poetry for the soul. How would you want to define it? What would you have to say about it?
You see, when we talk about words in rhythm, actually we are talking about poetry. Because in fact, I feel there is a rhythm in even the prose. If you try reading a story, there's a proper way you read, there's a rhythm you follow. Similarly, poetry cannot be without rhythm. Even in the blank verse, যাকে আমরা মুক্ত ছন্দ বলি, মানে ওইখানেও কিন্তু আমাদের একটা রিদম ফলো হয়। আমরা সবসময় কবিরা বলি যে in any poetry, if the poetic quality, that rhythm is missing, that does not make it poem at all. And that's why they say that हिंदी में हम लोग कहते हैं कि मनुष्य की आत्मा की अभिव्यक्ति का श्रेष्ठ भाषा है कविता। মানে যে কোনো আমার ভাবনার অভিব্যক্তির যা শ্রেষ্ঠ উপায় হতে পারে তা হচ্ছে the rhythmic language of poetry. Similarly, why it becomes as it said, poetry for the soul? Because poetry directly is associated and connected to the soul of human beings. It's our life, and the minutest and most you see, you can miss out on many emotions in life otherwise roaming around, but as a poet you don't miss out on things. পোয়েটরা ধরে 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 এক একটা ইমেজরি, এক একটা রূপক, এক একটা ছন্দ যে তৈরি করে, that is the beauty of the poetry, and that's why you call it a poetry for the soul, because it's a language of the soul. যেমন আমি এই দ্রৌপদী, আমি ছন্দে, এটা যদ্যপি আমার দ্রৌপদী ছন্দে লেখা হয়েছে ইন হিন্দি, যাকে আমি বলি গেয়ে ছন্দ আর কি, যাকে গেতে পারে মানুষ, গাইতে পারে। So why that? Because it's correctly, the moment it comes into the rhythm, it doesn't only connect to your heart, it also makes it easier to memorize and remember that. Whereas when it is a prose, it is difficult to remember that. You remember the essence of it, not the whole thing. That the beauty of the poetry lies in the rhythm.
Right. Since we know that dancer has a different profession and poets are of course different, but there's a similarity, which is the rhythm that we are speaking about. So is it the same thing? What is the difference between a dancer and a poet in that matter?
A dancer actually visualizes gesticulations, and the body language is her version of the poetry. As a singer, for example, a musician, ভালো মিউজিশিয়ানরা কি বলে যে সাহিত্য without a কবিতা can happen without music, but music cannot happen without literature. You need good lyrics and good literature to inspire the music and get the music out of it. Similarly, a dancer, if there is a poetry in her mind, whether it's written or not, maybe she has herself created that kind of a poetry or that emotion which may not be expressed in words. মানে ওয়ার্ড স্মিথ হয়তো না হতে পারে, কিন্তু ড্যান্সারের ওয়ার্ড স্মিথই হয়। She is the maker and creator from the body, through her body. She creates that and she visualizes. As you see on a handloom or power loom, or a handloom, that জোলাহা যাকে আমরা বলি, যারা তৈরি করে বস্ত্র, তাদের কিন্তু বস্ত্র তৈরি করার আগে ওরা বুঝতে পারে যে কোন থ্রেড কোথায় লাগবে, which color will go how, and what is I am going to create. The dancer also knows that how, which form of body or what, যাকে ভাব, যাকে আমরা বলি কি বলা হয়, ওকে নৃত্য বলা হয় না, একটা নৃত্য in the language of dance we call it bhav, bhangima, abhinay. So abhinay, she or he, the dancer, creates poetry through the abhinay. The language of the eye, language of the face, language of the hands and gesticulation, and like that. So they are, I would say that they are the poets of their body.
Right.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.